Oh my goodness, can you see her? Here is an example of a brilliant find that you should definitely pick up, even if it has some damage.
Hello everyone, it's Tiffany with Thrifting Vegas. I shop at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, and discount stores for items I can resell for profit on online platforms like eBay, Poshmark, and OfferUp.
Miley and I are headed down the I-15, which is the main freeway that runs down through the center of Las Vegas. And we are really excited because we are on our way to the big Goodwill that's on Las Vegas Boulevard and Robindale. It's the big brand new one that had their grand opening last year, and I haven't been there since the grand opening, so I'm super excited to see what they have. It's about a 30-minute drive from our house down to that Goodwill location. But on the way, I thought I would show you some of the sites, our hotels, as well as our enormous, spectacular new football stadium that is now home to our Las Vegas Raiders. It will be coming up on the right-hand side in just a couple of minutes, and I will pop back on and show you it very soon. As you can see, there's a lot of construction going on to improve the roads and access to the stadium. On the left-hand side is the Luxor Pyramid, the shops at Mandalay Palace, and Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino. Right across from Mandalay Bay is Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders. It holds 70,000 people. It's the second most expensive stadium in the world, and we are so excited that it's scheduled to host Super Bowl 58 in February of 2024. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I haven't been to this location in quite a few months. I'm not really sure whether they restock at one particular time during the day or all day long, but we are about to find out what they have. Let's go inside and see what they have. Just lately, I have received quite a bit of criticism about the fact that I sometimes pick up chipped or broken items. Now, it's only certain things, and I have a couple of really good reasons why I do it. We will grab a cart. There we go. The hard goods are all the way over to the left-hand side here. So let's make our way over. The first reason is that none of us are perfect. A little chip or crack can give a vintage piece history and personality, and I can't bear the thought of it being thrown away because it has a little damage. Secondly, a collector or buyer may not be able to afford a more expensive piece in perfect condition. Offering a chipped or damaged item for sale might mean that someone who really wants it can now afford to buy it. Here we are in the hard goods section. Let's have a look and see what they have. The first thing that catches my eye is this little soap dish. My kids had the same pattern shower curtain and trash can in their bathroom. Back here is a sea urchin tea light holder. It's mass produced, a modern piece, so we'll leave that. This is pretty. It reminds me of the Mikasa Savoir Vivre. I think it's a bowl. It's $8 though. It's a bit too much for resale, so we will leave that on the shelf. Little squirrel photo holder here. Ooh, look at this. This is an old Holland mold piece. It's a fish. Holland mold. It's a pickle plate. Unfortunately, it has some bad, really recent chips on the tail, and because it's for food use and because those chips would be hard to hide, I am going to leave that on the shelf. A massive bowl of fruit here. Look at the size of these pieces. They look like stone, but I think they are actually resin or plastic. There's a little fountain there. Look at this duck. Mexican Tonala pottery in a blue and white design with brown flowers. He's absolutely amazing and huge. He has to be about 12 to 15 inches long. Quite heavy. Look at him. He's not signed. He's $13, but let's definitely get him into the cart. Wait. Oh no. I am just looking at him in the cart and it looks like he has been completely shattered and repaired. His whole head seems to have fallen off at some point. I'm just going to try to think out loud here. I was really excited and now I'm disappointed. The extent of the damage is such that I don't know if I can resell him. If I was keeping him for myself, I would definitely take him. But with that damage, I'm going to have to leave him on the shelf. There's a gorgeous little trinket box here. It's floral, but it's $5. Again, a bit too much for me for resale. This looks like an Isabel Bloom sculpture. How precious is this? Two little friends hugging. It's only $3. It does have a chip, but this is a case in which we can look past that because it's going to be signed by Isabel Bloom, possibly numbered. Look at that. Only $3. Let's get this one into the cart. We'll keep going here. More little figurines, crosses and baskets. Here is a chicken. I think this is a bank. A resin pear. Its stem is unfortunately broken up top there. Some trinket dishes. Souvenir piece. This is a painting on a tile. Looks like an oil painting, black and white. I quite like this. It's $5. I just don't know how well that would do in the resale market, so I'm going to leave it. Very sad about the duck. Hopefully someone will love it and take it home despite the damage. But again, for me, $13 too much for resale for a piece with that extent of a damage. Here is a kit to make a frog paver, super duper heavy, so I'll leave that for someone else. Let's keep going on the shelf here. Another little trinket dish. Oh, these I believe are Avon ducks. It's not often you see them in the box. I'm going to open this up so you can have a look. These used to sell really well for me on eBay. I'm not really sure how they do in today's market, and they are asking $7 a piece on these. So what I might do is pop them into the cart and just have a look-see on eBay to see how much they are selling for at the moment. So let's get that back in the box carefully, because there is another piece I want to look at behind them. Yeah, they are both $7. $7 a piece on those. Behind them here is a sweet little cottage with a ridged roof. Look at this. It's a Bermuda souvenir piece, but it is as you can see here, Island Pottery, which is quite a good brand. I've sold these in the past. They do quite well. So that too will go into the cart. Back here is a stepping stone. Feels inexpensive, possibly chalkware. Probably came from a discount store. They're asking $6 on it. Let's see. Bag of decorative fruits. Collector plate. Sadly, the market is so flooded with these. There is just no profit in them. This looks like a single bookend or decorative egg. Sunflower canisters. Very contemporary. Some chips on them. Although it's unusual to find a full set, and they are quite nice. Couple more plates here. That one's made in China. This looks like it's German. It is. They are asking $8 on it though. Does have some serious crazing and some chips. $8. We are going to leave that on the shelf. Couple of deer. Down on the bottom, some sailboat decor. This is an interesting piece. It looks like it's handmade pottery. $4. Not really sure what it's for though. Doesn't look like a butter bell. That's interesting. Might pop that in the cart and think about it. Let's finish up this shelf here. Some figurines. Nativity sets. Little angels there. Salt and pepper. Chickens made in China. I have a very similar piece to this in my vintage booth. It's a crystal eagle with a frosted base. They're asking $10 on this piece. So just out of interest, I am going to pop it in the cart and look up current market value. Mine has been in the booth for a little while now, so it might be time to adjust the price on it. Let's see what else we can find here. What is this? Is that looks like either a incense burner or a candle holder. It's got little holders and holes in it, made in Poland. Big frog with a ball. $15 on him. I think he's a garden decor. This is it a riser or a trivet? Either or. Oh, look at this fellow. He is a decoupage little donkey. Stars and stripes. These sell ever so well for me. Anything decoupage animal. Especially the safari ones. But we'll give this flag guy a go and see how he does. Lots of candles. Always on the lookout for Fire and Light, Glassy Baby, two brands that sell really, really well. That's quite pretty. A lot of you ask why I don't pick up clear candlesticks, glass candlesticks, and it's because I have quite a few in my inventory and in my booth, and unfortunately they just don't sell very well, and I'm going to wait till the ones I have sell through before I pick up additional ones. On that note, this is a pair of vintage Gorham crystal candlesticks in the box, $7, and because they're in the box, I'm going to just out of interest, look them up to see what they're selling for. Back here is a shortbread mold, Brown Bag Cookie Company. Not much profit in these, save for a few specific designs. So it's always a good idea to check. This end cap is filled entirely with Christmas decorations in baggies. Oh, look at these. These are Halloween. Two cats. and 2 pumpkins. They have a sort of Nightmare Before Christmas feel about them. They're really, really fun. They have their hangers. So let's definitely grab these and keep going to see what else we can find. It just takes one special ornament in the baggie to make it worthwhile. You can always give away or redonate any pieces that you don't want. Let's see. Quite interesting themed pieces in there. What are these? Oh, these look like vintage Santa head ornaments. I think they were originally sold at Dillard's. These sell well for me at Christmas time. I can't see exactly what they are, but let's pop them in the cart. Here are more of those fun Halloweeny ornaments. So those will go along with the other bag we found. These are Santas. I don't think they're vintage. Let's see. No, they have a made in China sticker on them. So I think here is a vintage from the 70s. That really doesn't throw me too much. I think we're just going to stick with our Halloweeny bags here and the Santa heads. Look at the colours on this beauty. It's almost a calla lily shape Jack in the Pulpit vase. Absolutely lovely. They're asking $13, but I think there's still room for profit with that. So let's get that into the cart carefully. Let's see. These are mostly florist pieces here. This is quite a nice... I thought it was pottery, but it is mass produced. You can tell by the bottom there. Florist pieces. Oh, look at this. This is very mid-century style. Mid-century meets modern. Sort of a stained glass geometric vase. I absolutely love that. It's really unique. Let's grab that. You could probably hear in my voice that I was excited about that. And if you have an emotional response to something you see on the shelf, chances are that somebody else will as well. So if the price is right, absolutely grab something like that. Quite like the ribbed on this, but as I pick it up, it's super lightweight, so we'll leave it. Some lampshades there. More vases. This has a intentional craze on it. It's $5. Let's see if it's marked. Looks like somebody else is also interested in seeing if there was a mark on that. No mark. We will leave it. You have to be careful because there's a lot of modern reproductions of vintage styles. If they are good quality, go ahead and pick them up because you will have buyers for them. But make sure if they're not original vintage that they are good quality. Otherwise, they are going to chip and break and generally look like they're not nice quality. Going quickly through the clear glass here. Oh, here's a nice lidded apothecary. $7. I hesitate to ship those. They are usually quite thin glass and there's a high risk of breakage. So more often than not, for me at least, it's not usually worth the trouble. All these, as you can see, are florist pieces, pieces that you would receive flower arrangements in. This looks like another of those bases for the pewter tops. More glass vases. This is quite interesting. Looks like transferware, Asian. Again, somebody has been interested in knowing if it's marked. It has a square mark on the bottom. $3. Again, I have quite a few Asian vases like this in my booth. So I think we are going to leave this on the shelf for somebody else, but a little bit interested. So let's see if it comes up in a Google Lens search. I've showed you before. Bring up a browser, tap on the little camera, take a picture, and Google will come up with visual matches that it finds for you. There is nothing identical coming up, so we will leave it on the shelf. All sorts of florals and silks. These can be really expensive if you're buying them at retail. Some wreaths down at the bottom there. Those are really pretty sunflowers. Boxes of swag. What else have we got? Do take a second to check the containers the arrangements are in. You never know. They just might be in an old vintage piece. Poinsettias. That's quite pretty. I think it's a Target piece though. Blues. Topiaries. Here we are in the seasonal section. We've got Easter baskets up top. Here's a lovely little project bunny. He's got such a big smile on his face. Easter cottages. I think this is supposed to hold potpourri. Little Easter egg coasters here. Those look like they're from Target Dollar Spot. The next shelf is Halloween. This piece is really unique. It reminds me of some brand, I'm not sure which. I'm actually surprised that Miley hasn't found that. This is a ceramic pumpkin in a really lovely brassy color. It's $4. I actually really like that, so I think I'm going to pop it in the cart and think about it. I wish the leaves were a little better quality. They're quite thin and they're flapping around all over the place, but let's have a think about that one. What else have we got here? Little wreaths, some baskets, pumpkins. Here is a resin turkey. Some little shelf sitters over here. These are sweet. Look at her. She's got a lovely little acorn for a hat. She's very nice quality and she'll sit on a shelf just like that. Lovely face. This scarecrow is a bit worse for wear. Not as nice quality. I don't know if you can see that. And this scarecrow is missing his feet. So I think of the three, we're just going to take this girl, little acorn girl, pop her in the cart for $2. More basket arrangements and fall decor. This is a tin sign, Halloween sign, spooky. Unfortunately, it's a bit worse for wear, broken and bent, so we will leave that. Moving into Christmas here, all sorts of goodies, plates and platters, ornaments, signs, and tins. What is this little fellow? He is an owl clock. Lots of bowls. This looks like Lefton, but I think it is a project piece painted in the style of Lefton with a crazy stippled bow. Mini decorations, mini ornaments there. canisters, cookie jars, little brass ornaments, stocking holder, frames back there. This is just a storage basket. Another turkey. Don't think he is vintage, and he appears to have some damage on top there. Fiber optic mousse up top. Here's a little planter or candle holder, probably. Either or. Matching one here. These do well for me. Blown glass Christmas ornaments inside a clear globe, and they're actually LED, so when you turn the switch, if the batteries are good, they light up. It's got a ribbon for hanging. It's $3, so before I do the haul, I will change those batteries so you can see it all lit up. Those little tiny button batteries used to be expensive, but now you can get them in quite a big pack on Amazon for not much money. This is a made in China piece. Looks like it's part of something, but the chimney is broken. Some Christmas plates there. Sango. Sango make quite good dessert plates. They're heavy duty. They're great for parties. So if you need something inexpensive to round out your Christmas party dishware, Sango is a good way to go. Let's see what else we can find here in Christmas. More wreaths and florals down here. Some Christmas cards. These are quite nice. Look like a New York skyscraper city. Oh, actually, I think it's London. There's a London bus there. Okay, here is a box. I wonder what's in here. Doesn't say anything. It's got snowman on the outside. Let's have a peek. Get the polystyrene out. Oh, it's a little condiment set. Oil and vinegar, salt and pepper. Looks like something you would find at Mervyn's or Ross. Hand painted. Is it Tabletops Unlimited? We are finding a lot of that brand just lately. So for the next couple of months, we are going to see a huge ramp up of Christmas items because our Las Vegas Goodwills always have a Christmas in July extravaganza. It's really fun to shop mid-year for Christmas gifts, for your personal collection, and for resale. And a lot of the time, not a lot of people are shopping for Christmas yet. So you can get some really good deals on some really great items. Do leave me a comment and let me know where you are and whether or not your thrift stores have Christmas in July. I would be really interested to hear. There's a set of Christmas glasses. Ooh, these. Here's another trinket box. $5. They seem to be pricing their trinket boxes at $5, which is a bit much for resale. This looks like Lenox. I don't think it is. I think it's just Lenox style. But these two pieces are. These are vintage Lenox. I'm venturing to say, yes, made in the USA. 99 cents on this little tray for candy, for olives. Let's see, here is a spoon rest. I believe this one is also a USA piece. Just recently, I think it was maybe 2020 after COVID, Lenox moved all their factories overseas, and now, sadly, pieces are made in China. This is a sweet little woodsy bear. Together, we're going to take a second to look up these Gorham Esprit 8-inch candlesticks on eBay to see how they're doing in the market. Bear in mind that Goodwill is asking $7 for these. I have typed in Gorham Esprit candlestick into my phone. One item has come up, $20 plus shipping. Let's filter so we can take a look, see if any have sold. Click sold items and click off. None have sold, so we are going to leave these on the shelf. So many Christmas treasures already. This is a lovely little stocking trinket dish with a pom-pom toe, and these look like snowmen popcorn dishes, but they are really, really crazed. Mini tree, plates. Oh, look at this. This is Department 56. It's a train. $5. North Pole. I think we'll have a look at that. I want to look at these too. Really sweet little cartoony nativity set. More often than not, though, these are not complete. Let's have a look. Oh. No, we are missing one piece. It's usually the baby Jesus, but in this case, it's somebody else. We'll leave that there. Keep going. Huge variety of items. This is Lennox. Massive platter. 1970. Lovely piece. I am going to leave this on the shelf though, because I just don't like shipping big platters like that, and it's going to have to sit, I'm sure, for a couple of months. Miley is going to look at the Department 56 train for me, make sure it's all there. What's going on, Mai? It looks like a piece could be broken, but it probably just needs gluing. Is that it at the top? Have a look at it. Let's see. It looks like it's in one piece. It just needs to be glued to the carriage. We have found Christmas mugs here. I love bringing out special mugs for Christmas, for hot chocolate with a minty candy cane. This is perfect. Look how lovely, big and tall this is. It says trees on it. So fun. I just love that one. Let's see. Oh, there's the pair to that one. Those are quite nice, but I like the tree one better. I just wish there was a matching one to the tree one. But let's keep looking here. There's a penguin, a menorah. Not very good quality. That's really lightweight. Canister. Let's see. Oh, look, look, look. It's a stocking one. It matches the tree one. I'm so excited about that. Let's grab these and pop them in the cart. We are here in the proper mug section, and I am beside myself waiting to turn this around. I know what these ridges mean. These ridges mean that I have found some Le Creuset mugs. Le Creuset, if you see these words on anything, buy it. It's an excellent bolo, a French brand. They make enamelware cooking pots and mugs and accessories, butter dishes, salt pigs, all sorts of things. And these too are lovely. English bone china with some gorgeous little cats and quilts on them. I love the colors. I love the flowers. Great score in the mugs today. Let's keep going to see if there are any more of anything. And then we will get those into our cart. Don't ever skip the bottom shelf. Life is good. Another Bolo brand here. Do what you like what you do for 99 cents. Here's a pretty silver-rimmed etched glass, very vintage. All sorts of glasses and stemware sets here. Some margarita glass at the back, very lightweight, modern piece. Oh look, more. There's more. Let's put this fellow with its friends. There are a set of 5. Sadly, these are only about $5 to $6 a piece. Pretty cobalt-based ones here. These ones are very thin and damaged. Here we are in the kitcheny bits, starting off with a fabulous rooster and hen salt and pepper shaker. It does have a couple of little tiny chips, but I think we can look past those. Really sunshiny yellow teapot. And a nice cup and saucer here. These don't sell very well for me, so for me to pick up a cup and saucer, it has to be something really, really special. Nice picture. It's a modern piece. Let's see. Ooh, these are Pioneer Woman coasters. They are $5, which is a bit much for resale, but let me think about those for just a second. Here's a false graph. Here are some vintage coasters. They're so 80s. $3 on those. Set of 4. Let's get those into our cart. Some white cow creamers up here. These, I believe, are Pier 1 imports. Only about $6 to $10 on those, unfortunately. Down here is a reticulated pedestal stand. Possibly Lefton, hand painted, butter dish, lots of coasters, platters down here. This looks a bit like Fire and Light, but quality's just not there. If you're enjoying the video, it would mean the world to me if you could give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below, and subscribe to my channel with the little red button in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Lots of cow themed items today. This is a trivet for $5. More glass serving platters and bakers. This is quite nice. Is it Gibson? No, it's Mikasa Cordon Bleu. And down here is another Pioneer Woman piece. This is a square napkin holder. They're asking $6 for it. Now, I believe I already have one of these in my inventory, asking, I believe, 20 or 25 on that. We'll leave that one for somebody else. Lots and lots of clear glass. Ooh, look at this. This is a nut globe for a dispenser. Sort of like a gumball machine, but it dispenses nuts. Really fun vintage font on that. I'm going to pop this in the cart, and Miley and I are going to have a look to see if we can find the base. This is a piece of treasure craft. Treasure craft salt and pepper shakers in the truffle pig line. That's the big stand-up pig in this same light pink finish. Let's absolutely grab that. Quite a pretty hand-painted vanity here. Not signed. $5 on that. Oh, I love this lidded server. Look at the daisies on this. Really gorgeous basket wave. But absolutely tragically, it is cracked the whole way across. That is such a shame because it's just a beautiful piece. This piece, it's like a leaf serving dish, also has a treasure craft look to it, but I don't think it is. More platters, so many platters today. Look at our full cart. This store is really a gold mine. Well, I called it, and Miss Miley found the scary pumpkin face witch lady. She's telling me that someone talented could fix her up and make her amazing, and that I absolutely have to buy her. Look at this cow. She's a shelf sitter, but she's got some damage, so we'll leave her. Oh my goodness, can you see her? Here is an example of a brilliant find that you should definitely pick up, even if it has some damage. The damage is here. She has a repair across her waist and a missing foot, but nevertheless, this is a vintage Disneyland souvenir piece made in Japan. You can tell by the quality, the paintwork, and the font of Disneyland, and I'm going to look this up on eBay. I found a similar piece straight away, and funny thing is, she's also missing a foot. She's listed at $140, and that tells me, despite the damage, I should absolutely go ahead and grab this for only $8. There's only one other of these listed. She's in almost perfect condition for $235. Now, there are none of this exact model sold, but I found a similar one, possibly by the same company, that sold for $300. I have spotted something up here. It's a little piece of art, looks very vintage. It's mounted on a piece of wood. It's signed Goodale, J. Weaver, 1972, Fairbanks, Alaska. That's lovely. Definitely vintage. You can tell by the hanger and the top there. So let's grab that. Let's take a stroll through the small frames and pictures. Here are 3 owls. Not quite as vintage as the last piece we found. I think that's actually a Michael's piece. And it does have some damage to the picture, some holes up top there. So I think we are going to leave that. It might be a bit of a hard sell. This looks like an original piece. Tropical Island. Doesn't really speak to me, so we'll leave that as well. And keep going. Lots and lots of frames. All shapes, all sizes. Perfect if you want to give a picture or photograph as a gift. And frames as silks and plants can be quite expensive if you buy them at retail prices. We got mirrors as well, little guys and dolls, matted postcard piece. All sorts of bits. Here is the larger art section. I'm looking for old frames, wood frames, vintage mirrors, original pieces. This is a print. Lots of canvases. Just having a flip through to see what we can find. Oh, look at this. This is a vintage piece, almost like a shadow box. It looks like a little owl in a hole in a tree on a stump. I really like this piece. So 70s. Little barn owl, is it? The texture of the mat board looks like wood. That's really fun. Let's grab that. See if there's anything else. These are not real butterflies, they are plastic. The real ones can actually sell for a pretty penny. Mounted butterflies in a frame. Somebody's tiger pictures there. Those are quite good. What else can we find? So many picture frames and canvases. I dread to think at how many get thrown away every single week. A couple of nice prints there. It's like a European harbour. Lots of posters. Another little owl print. Tom Bradfield. Something for everybody here. And on that note, I think we are going to call it a night. Follow your dreams. Yeah, on my table is everything we found at Goodwill. These amazing vintage Halloween ornaments were on the baggy wall in the Christmas aisle. There are 9 of them. This one, unfortunately, is missing a wire hanger, but that's easily replaceable. I paid $6 for all of them. I'm not sure who makes them, but they are absolutely incredible. In the style of Nightmare Before Christmas and Alison Nagy. I am going to ask $8 a piece on these. On the same baggy wall, we have these 2 Santa heads. This one is Patriotic Santa, and this one is sort of Santa of the Woods and Garden. Lovely purple colors. Actually, he might be the Santa of wine. They appear to be berries. Bear is having a crazy moment. I paid $3 for these 2 as well, and I am going to ask $12 a piece. So I knew I had good taste. I didn't peel the label in the store, but peeled it back at home and discovered that these lovely tall Christmas mugs are actually Fitz and Floyd. There's the trees one and a stocking one. They're really super. Absolutely love these. I paid 99 cents a piece for them, and I am going to ask $15 a piece. So Miley sealed the deal on this girl. She is a vintage pumpkin face witch lady. She needs a little bit of TLC. She seems to be missing something in this hand and a little bit chipped. She came from Home Goods. She was $4, but I have seen some of this style of figurine sell for upwards of $75 and $100. But we paid $4 on this, Miley and I am going to ask $30. This is an incredible piece of art glass. It's in the Calla Lily or Jack in the Pulpit style. This shape is called Jack in the Pulpit. Beautiful orange with white and green. I paid up for this $12.99 and I am going to ask $45. When I saw this, Miley laughed, but I immediately recognized it. This is the vintage dome for a nut machine or nut dispenser. I love the vintage circus font. Absolutely super. Sadly, even though we hunted high and low, we couldn't find the base or the machine for it. It was on sale, $2 on the dome. It's a great replacement piece for somebody who might need one, and I expect to get $35 on it. This is one of my favorite finds. I absolutely love this vase. It's so mid-century. It is hand painted, as you can see here. I paid up a bit, $6 on it, but I expect to get $35 to $45 on this. I almost missed this fellow. Last thing we looked at was the artwork. This is a vintage owl. The frame is really interesting. It's almost a shadow box, and the owl looks like he's inside a tree, or like you're looking through a tree looking at the owl. We paid $6 on this guy, and I expect to get $35 to $40. Another fantastic find, these Le Creuset mugs. They're a beautiful gray color. They are in great shape. All four of them were found. I paid 99 cents a piece for them, and I am going to ask $15 a piece. Similarly with the bone china English mugs, the little tabby cats with the quilt background, absolutely lovely. They're made in Stoke-on-Trent in England, fine bone china. 99 cents a piece I paid, and I am going to ask $15 a piece. Now when I look up this artist Goodale on the internet and on eBay, original pieces go for a lot of money. And it's really actually quite hard to tell whether this was original or not. I don't think it is. I think it's possibly a piece that's been decoupaged onto wood by another artist, J. Weaver, 1972 in Fairbanks, Alaska. I paid $3 for this lovely piece, and I am going to ask $25. Next are our Pioneer Woman coasters. Pioneer Woman makes such lovely, colourful pieces, absolutely gorgeous. Each one of these coasters are different. I really should have unwrapped them, shouldn't I? Stand by and I will do that quickly so I can show you. Here are the lovely coasters, all a little bit different. So lovely. I paid $5 for them. I am going to ask $20 for the set. Similarly, on these lovely vintage 80s coasters, these are all the same, corked backed. I paid $3 for the four, and I am going to ask $25. Next are two lovely Lenox pieces, both made in the USA. This could be used for butter pats, olives, or candy, or nuts. 99 cents on this one. 99 cents also on the gorgeous spoon rest, both holiday themed, holly and berries. I am going to ask $25 a piece on these. Back here we have our lovely Isabel Bloom signed Hugging Friends. They're just lovely. They look to be either Alaskan or Asian, but it's just a really super piece. Unfortunately, it does have a little chip on the bottom as I showed you. But for me, that doesn't take away from the piece at all. I paid $3 for it. I am going to ask $18. Back here we have our Treasure Craft brand Truffle Pig. Salt and peppers. They look to be brand new, never used. A lovely pale pink flowery colour. I believe I actually have the matching pig in my booth, my vintage booth. He may not be Treasure Craft, but I think he would match these salt and peppers perfectly. I paid $4 on these. I am going to ask $25. Next we have our patchwork donkey here, a patriotic flag donkey decoupaged. I paid $3 on the donkey. I'm going to ask $25. We examined this piece in the store and it was split apart. It's going to be very easy to repair. You would never know. It's a Heritage Village Department 56 North Pole Express train. $5 I paid for that. I am going to ask $20. I absolutely love this girl for fall. She's a little acorn shelf sitter. She's got an acorn hat and pigtails, holding some acorns as well. She's just gorgeous. I paid $2 for her. I am going to ask $18. I am so excited. Not only did I find this lovely blown glass Christmas ornament, stand by. I changed the batteries in it and ta-da! Look how lovely it is. It cycles through green and blue and clear and green and red should be in a minute. Pink and red. I paid $3 for it and I am going to ask $18. Next we have our little souvenir cottage from Bermuda. It's lovely Island Pottery Limited, Bermuda made, gorgeous pink color with a roof. You could use it for tea bags, trinkets, jewelry, your keys or coins. I paid $4 for it. I'm going to ask $25. Next we have our little rooster and hen salt and pepper set. They do have a couple of chips, but I am going to touch those up to where you will never know. I paid $3 on these. I am going to ask $18. And last but not least, my find of the day are absolutely amazing vintage Tinkerbell souvenir bell from Disneyland. Although she has a break around her waist and she's missing a foot, as you saw in my video, she is probably worth up and over $100 just because of the rarity of the piece. She has her clapper in the bell, her original Disneyland sticker. Look at that font, it's absolutely amazing. Disneyland, Walt Disney Productions. I hope that's focusing for you. The same font in gold on the bell. She is just incredible. Surprisingly, her wings are intact. Beautiful, lovely piece. Let's pop her safely here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Miley and my trip to the fabulous Goodwill, the new one. It's at Vegas Boulevard and Robindale. Please stay tuned. I included some fun bloopers of Miley having me in stitches in the car trying to do the intro. That was really, really fun. Also, as usual, our pups, Rio and Bear, our cats, Ziggy and Bandit, and the lovely hummingbirds in our garden. If you see something you're interested in purchasing, please send me an email, thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. Please include your name, your mailing address, the item you're interested in, the price I quote, or your offer. And I will see you next time. Bye. Miley and I are here at the Goodwill at Robindale. Miley and I are here at the Miley and I are here. Stop! It's about 5:30 in the evening, and the two Sheppies and the two cats are hanging out with me as I do my work here. Bear and Rio are like little bookends taking a nap. Bandit is behind them up on the sofa. Ziggy, who was on the bar stool next to me fast asleep, has now decided that he is hungry. Has Ziggy? Let's say, Bearsy, is it time for dinner? Time for dinner, Marie? Time for dinner, gang. Is it?